Why, hello there, dear viewers. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Phil. As you can see, we are back in the Corpse Party Book of Shadows, and we're gonna head into the final chapter, which is Tooth. And it's about that time, baby. It's Tooth Hurdy. Let's go. Bakudan Senior High School Student Council Room, 4:30 p.m. And by the way, I'll be your narrator today. Hey, Mr. President, don't forget about tomorrow. Oh, it's tomorrow. Please tell me I can kick you. Absolutely not. So what's happening tomorrow? Hey, no violence in the student council room. We've been over this. Huh. It's your own damn fault for forgetting. Ah, stop it, please. If I've forgotten something important, I sincerely apologize. So just tell me what it is already. Use your words, not your feet. It's this room. Spring cleaning? I mean, it's full of balls. Is this a storage shed or something? How long has it even been since a sports festival? Oh yeah, that's right. You were asking to schedule a cleaning day. Ow! You completely put it out of your mind, didn't you? No, I swear I penciled it in somewhere. Your recommendations are important to me, and the student council is... Oh. Fine, I forgot, okay? It's not like I don't have enough on my plate as it is, though. Do you have any idea how much I'm expected to do? I'm sorry. Good enough for me. I forgive you. What's your problem? What? Tough love from your trusted clerk. Sometimes you just have to admit your mistakes and move on. Though the manly approach to presidency has its merits too. Mitsuki? Just make sure you keep at it. Desertion is not an option. Don't think you can run away from your post if it going gets tough. You got that? Yeah, I got it. You don't just get it. Tomohiro, Minko is my bride, so hands off. Like hell, I'm not giving her up to the likes of you. Besides, you've got that Nana girl, right? Don't you dare two-time her. You're so clueless. It only really gets good once you've got at least 3 girls. Everybody knows that. Sounds like you guys are having fun. Is that a game? Oh, Yamamoto. You want in on this? It's a game where you use a stylist to massage and kiss girls, and you can go out with 3 at once. What? I'm glad you're enjoying your little romp, but keep it to 1 girl, you lowlifes. No. You two remember what tomorrow is, right? What's tomorrow? Oh boy. I had no idea any of this was going on in the student council room that day. I had other things on my mind, specifically a certain boy. Bakudan Senior High School, Class 2-4 after school. My name is Toko. Tohoko? I don't know. I've been waffling for quite some time on whether or not to say anything, but finally I decided to bite the bullet and ask my best friend Kurosaki. Oh, we're back to Kurosaki again. Hey, quick question. Does Yuya have a girlfriend? No, I'm pretty sure he's single. Why? Well, I kinda might have my sights set on him, I guess. Seriously? Wow, that's great news. I'll definitely be rooting for you. Oh, but... Well, he's not a particularly sociable individual when you get right down to it. Going out with him might not be all fun for you. But I hear that despite his obvious popularity with the ladies, he's never once so much as touched anyone. Isn't that kind of a bad sign, though? No, quite on the contrary, it gives him a nice, clean image. Oh. This was Kensuke Kurosaki, whom I known Yuya Kizami, aka the boy I liked, pretty much, well, all his life. I figured I'd come to him for all the information I needed in my conquest, since I was pretty much guaranteed to know Yuya's dating history. And so far, things seem to be going really well. I mean, not only did I confirm Yuya wasn't seeing anyone, but I got his best friend's blessing too. And confirmed that he really wasn't the showy, obnoxious cool guy type. That suited me just fine. Kurosaki, hey! Ugh. Kurosaki was understandably rather startled by the extraordinarily agitated female voice that suddenly rang out from behind his head. But that's Hellgirl Mitsuki for you. She was standing in the classroom doorway, arms folded across her chest, looking like some angry deity about to cast judgment down upon the world. And she had that deathly gleam in her eyes. The one that fell the mightiest warrior before he had a chance to even draw his sword. Didn't I tell you today was spring cleaning in the student council room? And I told you I can't because I have club today. Come on, Furaki. Fukuroi? I can't pronounce her name. Fukuroi. Back me up here. Oh, that's a him. Never mind. I wouldn't go that route. It's easier just to give in. Yeah, this was definitely Hellgirl's work. All the complexion was gone from Furikari's face. He was a man with a demon on his back. Whip at the ready, fully prepared to bring divine punishment upon all those who opposed her. He was right. It was just easier to give in. Yeah, this sounds like fun. Can I join you guys? Oh, by all means, the more the merrier. Mitsuki then grabbed the nappy from the Kurosaki's neck and began dragging him out of the door in his silently painful-looking manner. He was like a teary-eyed chick caught in the talons of a bird of prey, struggling in vain as he was being carried off to meet his grisly end. You know, I'm not even in the student council. I just love watching the boys interact with Hellgirl Mitsuki. I couldn't wait to see more. I didn't even care if I had to clean in order to do it. I was a volunteer after all, so I was pretty much off the hook here. I could follow them to my own pace, no dragging for me. As soon as we left the classroom, though, we ran into Yuya. Or rather, I did, as in I literally ran into him. I wasn't watching where I was going and wound up slamming into him so hard that I fell over. Immediately, he reached out his hand to help me up and asked if I was alright. Now that's white knight if I ever seen one. What a fun evening this would be. I imagined it ending with me lying in bed dreaming of Yuya's perfect face inching closer to mine, but instead... we're in this place! Alright. Are you okay, Toko? Yeah. I'll be alright. You'll feel better once you get it all out. Oh, Book of Shadows Episode 7, Tooth. Alright, baby. This is gonna be good. I'm pretty excited about it. Was I right? I guess I feel a little better. That's good. Are you okay to head back and rejoin the others then? Yeah. Alright, search mode. Let's go. We don't want to do that. We know who's been in there. The stall door seemed to be stuck and absolutely will not open anymore, but I was just in there. Maybe the lock somehow jammed when I left? Well, that's sus. Even with the knob turned on at full blast, there's no water coming through these pipes anymore. That's a mirror, but it's too cloudy to make out much detail. For some reason, the air around this spot feels unnaturally chilled. It would probably be best to keep our distance. Nope. Wrong button. Map. M is for map. I'll check it out one by one. Let's go. Oh, hey, what's up? It hurts. Risky. God, no. I'll bet it hurts real bad. He literally just said it hurts. I tied up your knee and thigh joints. That should help stop the bleeding. And we've got your leg right here, so don't worry about that. Did he lose a leg? No, that's not what I'm trying to do, bro. Did he really say I got your leg right here? We were in an old-fashioned, run-down, and probably condemned school building. None of us knew how we got there, nor where here even was. I just emerged from the girls' room with Emmy after losing my lunch, where Yuya, Anqua, and Katayama and Shimada were waiting. The whole hallway was an absolute bloodbath after what just happened. Poor Katayama walked into some kind of booby trap, and half his right leg was lopped off from the knee down. It looked excruciating. How was somebody supposed to handle a situation like this? Why did this have to happen at all? Oh god, it hurts. The fuck is wrong with this school? Why would there be traps set up in here? Where the hell are even we? Feels like somebody's screwing with us. Keep quiet, Rusoki has been hurt very badly. The hell's your problem? You stepping? Stop it, please. This is what tagging along with Mitsuki and the others got me. I thought I was going to be a laugh riot at first, but it was great. And at first it was great. We all went up to the student council room where we met up to Katayama, Shimada, and Emi and started cleaning the goofing around. And then when we were done, Emi suggested we all try out this new charm she discovered on the internet. She's nuts for that kind of stuff. She took out this simple white paper doll and we were all kind of fascinated. So we did as we were instructed, and then suddenly everything went dark. There was a violent shaking, and then we were here in this old schoolhouse. No explanation. We need to get out of here. We need to work together and get out of this horrible place. Let's try and find an exit. What about Katayama? I'll carry him. Yuya? Yuya was so kind. You can always count on boys in times like these. Still, there was a potential problem with this course of action. What if there are more traps? If you're carrying someone piggyback, you won't be able to react quickly enough to avoid them. I know, we have to. What am I thinking? What I'm thinking is, we find a way out and ensure a road between here and there is safe, then come back for Katayama. Oh, Kizami. I'll agree to that. Ryusuke! Don't worry, we won't leave you behind. We won't, will we? Okawa was in a state of absolute panic. He just kept muttering to himself at Katayama's side. The two of them had always been extremely close. It's only natural he'd be worried, though his concern kind of bordered on obsession. But, who's gonna go? We could just lose our own legs in the blink of an eye, just walking around in here. You're the one who said we should find an exit in the first place, so you go. Oh dude, that's messed up. She might have practically spit his answer at her. I hate people like him. Sure, he had a pretty face, that's basically all he had though. People like him pose as models in men's journals, but they're not good for much else. You got a lot of girls too, but I'm not one of them. I could never get past his awful attitude. It's such a huge turnoff for me when guys act that way. Not that I don't admire speaking with confidence and force, I try to do it myself whenever I can. But there's a difference between speaking forcefully and speaking in a way that belittles others. Shimada was basically just cold and uncaring. I'll go. I'm the one who suggested separating after all. I'll go too. Yuya! What a difference, like night and day. Kind, thoughtful people like him don't make flippant remarks. They just man up and get stuff done. Oh, you are mistaken. I was crushing on him harder than ever, because now, not only did he think I was both cool and hot, I also gained a ton more respect for him. There's no need for everyone to go. One more person should be plenty. Any takers? Dead silence. No volunteers, huh? Everybody just looked at one another and looked away as if they were ashamed of themselves. What do I do? Ryusuke, you'll be lonely here all by yourself, won't you? He was frantically shifting his gaze from one person to another. I'd never seen him so on edge before. Finally, the silence was broken by a loud, shrill male voice. Definitely not whom I would have picked. God damn it, fine, I'll go. You stay here. Are you sure? It's okay. Kizaki said she'd go, and she's a girl, so I said I'm going. You wait here. You good for nothing sack. You just get in the way anyway. Alright, I'll stay here with Ryusuke. Good luck. Come on, let's go. If we don't hurry, Katayama could be in real danger. Oh, be careful, okay? I will. Was I scared? You bet. I was scared. But in a situation like this, everybody has to work together. And as long as I had any willpower left in me, I wasn't about to give up. Plus, it didn't hurt that Yuya was with me, so I knew everything was going to turn out just fine. Alright, let's see what we got. What are we working with? Nope. We need to do the map. Okay, boys' room. Smoking in the boys' room. Let's go. Boys' room is completely boarded up. It won't be possible to get inside. That's not a shocker because it's always boarded up. Let's see. Where do we want to go? We want to go this way or that way? Let's go this way. We'll stick to the right side, and then we'll go over to the left. It's locked up tight. Looks like we'll have to try somewhere else. Are there any dead bodies? Nurse's office. That'll be good. The word infirmary was written on the plate above the door. Somehow the room just felt like it would be deserted. I was oddly confident about that. Not sure why I felt that way, to be honest, but for good measure I shouted, "Is anybody there?" We still hadn't found Misuki after all. I didn't hear her call back though, so really we had no business in this room whatsoever. Wait, was that a key sticking out of the lock? Who would have locked the door but left the key? What would be the point? Whoa, what's up with that? The key's just sitting there. Ah, what are you doing? Hey, there could be a boogeyman in there or something, and then what will we do? I figure better to lock them up and keep them in and out of our hair. And what exactly do you plan on doing with that key? I'm gonna hang on to it, of course. Stop tossing it around, that's dangerous. Don't you worry, I always catch whatever I throw. Hell, I can even go higher. Honestly. Pain in the ass. Shimada was such a pain in the ass. I really couldn't stand that guy. Sounds like me. Alright, where are we headed? What? God, you're persistent. Look, you're very good at throwing and catching, okay? So just stop it already. The ceiling in this place sure is high. Let's see if I can touch it. Oops. The hell to go? Yeah, whatever, I don't give a shit. And now the infirmary was cut off from us if we needed it. Brilliant. That sounds like something I would do. Man, it's taking me all over the place. Ah, it's an exit! And honest to goodness, an exit! We can finally get out of here! I rushed over to the door, hopefully yet afraid, knowing it might not open, but praying this horrid place would show us at least a little mercy. Gingerly, I raised my hand and pushed on it, and it swung open without the slightest hesitation. It seemed almost too easy. It was unnaturally dark outside, though, and the rain was coming down so hard that peeking my head out for just a moment left my uniform completely soaked. Shimada pushed past me, throwing the door open even wider with his unusual lack of regard for anyone and anything around him. My clothes went from soaked to drenched in a matter of seconds. If I were to actually walk out into that, I felt like I would drown. What is this place? It's too dark out there. Are we in a forest, maybe? It really is coming down. If we went out there in a rainstorm like this, we'd get soaked to the bone. I wouldn't mind seeing that look on you. Anyway, we don't know if we can get outside safely now. Let's go back and get Katayama. Come on, Yuya. Despite her having found a way out, Yuya's demeanor hadn't changed a bit. He was standing back by the hall where he could watch over us while also keeping an eye out for anyone else that might happen by. The model of maturity. Shimada, on the other hand. You guys go back if you want, but I'm leaving. What? I'm not about to stick around this fucked up place any longer than I have to. Screw the others, I'm out of here. You can't be serious. Hell yeah, I'm serious. Those assholes are just the ones who chose to stay behind. They're just gonna die one by one. I say let them. I didn't think you were quite that callous, but far be it for me to stop you. Say, Kirisaki, you want to come with me? The tone in his voice said it all. He'd hit the ultimate low. After abandoning his friends to save his own hide, he was now basically propositioning me. I really don't want to see you die. You've been real precious to me for quite some time, you know? With an obviously rehearsed and truly sickening pickup line, he really was the slime ball to the end of all slime balls. Unbelievable. What the hell is wrong with you? Get your eyes off me, jackass. I couldn't believe he had the nerve to pull up something like this. I felt like that may have been the first time I had ever truly yelled at someone. I was absolutely livid. And he wasn't even done. No, he still had plenty of salt left to throw on the wound. Oh, shut the hell up, you ugly bitch. Don't go getting the wrong idea. I was just trying to be nice and give you a ticket out of this hellhole. But if you don't want it, that's your loss. You need to die already. This guy's a lost cause. Let's just go. My head was swimming. I was scared. I was angry. I was sad. Every negative emotion brought to the forefront and every positive emotion pushed away. I didn't look back. I just turned away from Shimada, walked over to Yuya's side, and continued past them into the hallway. Yuya had been watching all of this unfold from the other side of the room, and for a moment he just stood there staring blankly at Shimada. Ah, the hell are you looking at? Get out of my sight, you spacey bastard. Shimada then drew a large knife from his breast pocket. Its tip struggled to glisten in the dull light in the room, but it did ultimately succeed. He began waving it around like a dumbass, probably thinking it made him look more menacing. Check it out, I just bought this baby yesterday. Not bad, eh? Bet I could put it to good use in a lot of ways. You're an amusing fellow. Does that asshole really have 10 girlfriends? How is that even possible? Yet I'm precious to him? Somehow. What a crock. How low of an opinion must he have of women in general just to pull crap like that? There's just no excuse. I was indignant. I was fuming. I just kept cursing and mumbling as fast as I walked back to the 3rd floor to meet up with the others. And all the while, Yuya was keeping pace with me, saying nothing at all. Always the model of maturity, always even-tempered. He really was like a rock. Or maybe he found my mutterings annoying and I was just keeping quiet, so I'd do the same. I didn't like that possibility one bit, so I mentally slapped myself on the cheek, forced positivity in my voice, and tried to engage him in a cheery banter. You're a far better man than he is. You've never said or done anything to hurt a lady, right? I mean, I know you've got a lot of women falling for you, but I've never once heard a single bad rumor about you from any of them. It's kind of amazing. I looked at him square in the eyes as if asking him, isn't that right? And for a moment, his eyes did meet mine, but then they went right back to the hall. Was he not used to receiving compliments from women? That seemed hard to believe. I'm not sure what you mean. What a cute, innocent response. So cute and innocent. I must have come across as bipolar to him or something. One second I'd try and lighten the mood with small talk or compliments, and then I'd start to feel scared of this school again, or angry at Shimada, or sad for Katayama. My mind just couldn't make up its mind on what to feel. Shoko, Emmy, is anyone there? Mitsuki? That was Mitsuki, wasn't it? It's coming from downstairs. Mitsuki's voice echoed up from below, but our friends were waiting for above. For a moment, I wasn't sure which direction to go, but only for a moment. The fact that our friends were very, very close, so close that it would be foolish not to tell them what was going on before chasing after Mitsuki. Come on, we need to check on it with Emmy and the others, then follow the voice downstairs. Yuya just nodded and began running up the stairs, and I was right behind him. You could have split up. Sorry it took so long. We found an exit. Come on, we have to get moving. I was out of breath, staring down at the ground and talking to what I assumed would be the three very attentive friends. But then I looked up. They were all there, but there was no immediacy, no urgency to anyone's face. Emmy and Okawa weren't even looking at me, nor at Yuya, but at Katayama. They were fixated on his face, and each bore a sad, hopeless, empty expression, and they certainly weren't about to get moving. There was a general heaviness in the air. Something was very wrong. I gently reached out my hand and touched Emmy's shoulder. What's going on? Katayama's getting weaker. He's not gonna make it. Ryusuke, why don't you talk to me? Say something, please, Ryusuke. Emmy's eyes were filled with tears. Okawa, too, was cradling Katayama's head and looked like he had been crying this whole time. His eyes were bright red and his nose was running. Yuya, still saying nothing, just walked over to Katayama's side, bent down and began examining his wound. We need to hurry. The four of us silently but unanimously agreed that our best course of action was to pick up Katayama and bring him out through the exit we discovered. And we had to be very, very quick about it or he might really die. I could tell just by looking at him that his time was almost up. Kizami, can you carry him? Yeah, I could use your help getting him on my back though. Ryusuke, hang in there, we'll save you. As this was all going on, I had that nagging feeling like I was forgetting something. Of course, Mitsuki! We had to go find her, we couldn't just leave her behind after all. Yuya, do you mind if I run downstairs and look for Mitsuki? If she wanders too far off, she might... She might what? He didn't even have to say anything this time, his eyes just told the whole story. Got it. I know I can trust you with this task, they said. And that was enough for me. I shot off down the hall like a bullet. I was determined to find Mitsuki and rejoin everyone en route. I hurried down to the second floor, but Mitsuki's voice was coming from even further down. I'd have to keep going to the first floor ahead of the others. Alright, let's see. What are we gonna look for? Let's go map. Alright, so we already went this way. Let's go this way. Oh, corpse. It's a recently deceased corpse, still a bit warm. Based on the appearance and the uniform, this was most likely a high school student boy. There's a student ID name tag on the ground next to him, but is that an alias, a fake ID? The name on the card seems highly suspicious. Shiki Industrial High School on the 4th Street. Wrong button. Oh, it's this chick again. Hey, baby, how you doing? It's a newly deceased corpse. Based on the appearance and the dress, she seems to have been female. There's a student ID. Karasume High School, Megumi Onda. How feel to be... The writing is partially erased, making it hard to interpret what it might have said. Door seems like it might be openable. Oh, snap. It was actually openable. It's a bunch of dishes. They must have been propped against the door. There are wet, bloody prints all over them. It's a little disturbing. Door's locked up tight, won't even budge. Alright, let's share. Where are we going? The words, "Kill before you're killed," are scribbled over the school's flyer. There are letters scratched into the corner of the blackboard, seemingly with fingernails. Do not trust them. They will betray you. The one who volunteered to go will betray you most severely. Oh man, that's Kizami, and we already know his deal. Cabinet is locked. There appear to be numerous thick books inside. They have titles like The Truth of Tides and The Adorable Enough to Kill You. What in the world could that last one possibly be about? There's absolutely no scenery outside this window, just pitch blackness, and the window itself isn't budging at all. It simply will not open no matter how much force is exerted. So... I mean, we can go here. Large hole, okay. That actually works out perfect, because that means I can go the other way. What, am I already getting all cursed? 24%? Like, what makes it go up? That's what I don't understand. Is how does it go up? Alright, where are we headed? Let's go this way, right? Yeah, let's go this way. Hopefully there will be a hole. No, if I've got this place mapped out right in my head, I'll just be getting farther and farther from where I heard her voice this way. I should go back. Okay, well, we can do that. It's a thoroughly decomposed corpse, having gone completely skeletal. It's virtually impossible to determine the age or gender. Fortunately, the deceased name tag seems to have survived. The identifies him as a male student from trade school. Tomoshiro Trade School, Turo Takasaki. Okay. So, we should go this way, maybe? Pools are always nice. Oh, was that the girl that got tied up? No, I got this place mapped out right, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But we got you. It's a half-decomposed corpse. Though kind of hard to tell, it appears to be the remains of a female senior high school student. She still seems to be loosely gripping her student ID in one of her hands. Kurashiki Industrial High School, Leonora. Damn, see, 28. No, we don't want to do that. 28%. How am I at 28%? And this is where I came from. So let's go second wing, maybe? I don't know. Wings. They sound so good right now. Bro, I went to Peter Piper the other day, okay? And I ordered pizza and some wings. And they don't sauce their wings. They're like, no, we don't sauce them. They come pre-seasoned. It's like, how are you going to serve wings without sauce? That's not a wing, dude. That's just chicken. If I kept running in circles like this, I'd never find her. I was in a state of panic and was allowing it to steer my path. Frustrated with the situation and with myself for choosing to give up and head back empty-handed, I forced myself to stop and turn. I was going to do what I should have done in the first place, call out to Mitsuki's name with everything I had in me and hope she responded. Mitsuki, where are you? We're all here. No answer. Just the cold, lonely sounds of rain and wind bearing down on this old, dilapidated building. This may have been a fairly large school, but sound traveled well in here. If she were anywhere in this hallway, I'm sure she would have heard me. And if she were just here only minutes ago, she definitely should have been around now. Could something have happened to her? I mean, something very well could have happened to her, bro. This is Heavenly Host after all. Like, do I go back? I guess we go back, I don't know. No, they went to the exit. Kind of a biscuit. Oh, hey. Oh, what's that? Ghost! Do I dare click on you? I don't know why. It appears to be a ghost of a young boy. Let's look closer. I got to. I love when he says got you. And that, dear friends, is how we get the wrong ending. Alright, let's get the right ending. Alright, we are gonna step away. God, what now? With a ghost sitting right at the foot of the stairs, how was I supposed to get back up to the 3rd floor? You just walk up the damn stairs, dude. Like, is that really so hard? Alright, so we can't go up there either. Alright, we are stuck like Chuck. Let's go to the exit. Alright, we're back at the exit. There's another flippin' ghost, bro. What the hell was that? What had just appeared in front of me? Should I take a look at you? I don't know. I feel like I should, but I shouldn't. Let's do it. From the looks of it, you're another victim dragged here against your will, no? Well, I'll tell you now, there's no escape from this school. There's nothing to be gained here but despair, though if you've got an iron will, you might be able to survive for a little while at least. Here, you should have this. It's to help keep the wandering spirits at bay, though it only works once. So take it, get out there and fight like hell. Stay alive as long as you possibly can. Spirit vanished, but lying on the ground below, where it had been, was a gemstone. Specifically a violet-colored gemstone, probably an amethyst. So I can use it to keep that wandering spirits at bay one time, huh? I guess he meant the full-body ones, or it would have kept him at bay too. Either way, with this gem I felt like I could actually get back to my friends safely. I was as hopeful as one could expect, all things considered. Acquired amethyst. Of course, he also said there was no escape from here, but it was my prerogative to believe that what I wanted to believe and ignore what I wanted to ignore. Alright, let's head back over there, baby. Okay, where is the boy? Boy is up here. Alright. Gonna blast you, fool. Use the amethyst. Let's try and sneak past him. Let's try and sneak past him. Got you. Damn it. Why didn't you bust out the amethyst? Alright, let's use the amethyst. I held the amethyst in front of me and approached the spirit. And just like that, he was gone, and incredibly, it actually worked. Both the ghost and the gem faded and disappeared. The stairwell was now free to be traversed. Emmy, are you okay? There was, like, a ghost at the bottom of the stairs. Where's everyone else? Come on, we have to get Katayama situated and get out of here. Emi's face was absolutely wrecked with tears, and she was shaking her head violently. She wanted to tell me something, but the words weren't coming. I had a really bad feeling about this. I ran past her to the bathrooms where Katayama was being lifted on Yui's shoulders when I left. Why? Katayama was back on the floor right where we set him down. This whole ordeal began. Why wasn't he on Yuya's shoulders? What was going on? I had an inkling, but I didn't want to believe it, so I pushed it out of my mind. Yuya, what are you still doing here? We need to get Katayama ready to go. He didn't make it. He didn't make it! What? Right after you left, he let out a huge scream and then he just went limp. No. I didn't know what else to say, and the person had just died. And not some stranger, but a person I knew, a friend. It was the strangest feeling. I kept looking at him and thinking, is he really dead? Is this really what a person looks like when he dies? Seeing him like that drained every last bit of my energy I had in me. I fell to my knees thoroughly defeated. Okawa says he isn't moving from Katayama's side. So what are we supposed to do now? Emi and I couldn't stay near the body. We'd just gone down to the second floor where we picked a corner and stood there, trying to recompose ourselves. Yuya elected to stay with Okawa on the third floor. I guess to try and break him from the shock and help put some distance between him and Katayama. None of this felt real, or maybe I just didn't want it to be real. It was a nightmare. It had to be. I'd just sit up in my bed and it would all be over. Why did this have to happen? I'm not waking up. I don't get it. I'm not waking up. I keep trying to tell myself this is all just a dream, but... Soko. My energy was waning again. I sank into the ground, landing on my knees. Emi followed my lead and put her arm around me for comfort. A friend had just died. He just died. God, why? Emmy and I looked at each other. We both heard them footsteps coming down the hall. It was too dark to make out who it was, but the gate was decidedly male. The two of us slowly and quietly rose to our feet, hid around the corner, and peeked out, both terrified and curious to whom or what we might see. There, at the end of the hall, the figure finally came into view. It was a tallish man, unsteadily teetering as he slowly strode towards us. It was Shimada, drenched from head to toe. Shima! Duh? Emi shot forward intending to run toward him, but I grabbed her arm and held her back without even thinking about it. She turned and looked at me with a puzzled expression. I can't handle him. What? Don't tell me he did something to you. No. Thank goodness. At times like these especially, we really need to keep each other in the loop about everything that happens. She looked back at me again as she said this, staring right into my eyes in an almost disciplinary manner. It was a perfect guilt stare. I couldn't help but succumb to it, feeling bad for her for not having filled her in about Shimada incident. Yeah. Shimada continued his slow, wet walk down the hall. Then all of a sudden, for no discernible reason, he simply fell forward, landing hard on his knees. Something was wrong with him, and while I loathed the man, I didn't want to see him suffer. Emmy and I were both poised to rush to his aid. when other figures randomly began peering all around him, figures of children, blue and ethereal, shimmering with their own light. Oh man, the kids are coming. Oh, what are they? We could barely even see Shimada from our vantage point anymore, as his body was obscured almost completely by the backs of these ghost children. He wasn't moving though, so it didn't seem like they were doing anything to him. But then he wasn't moving at all, which seemed highly suspicious. It occurred to me that maybe we should try and save him. I inched forward. He was still in exactly the same position he had been in when he fell to his knees. He literally hadn't moved at all. He was... Was he unconscious? Amy and I looked at one another and nodded. It was a silent signal to move forward and do whatever we could to help. Oh no, he's got the bloods. The children vanished as we approached, revealing a horrific sight. Shimada's stomach had been flayed wide open. He was dead. Oh, that knife, bro. That's his knife. Oh, you dummy. The knife he'd flaunted earlier was jutting from his wound. It was an almost ceremonial death, like that of a samurai who'd thrown himself onto a sword. Oh, where are those children? How should I know? And they might still be nearby. Ah! Kizami, it's horrible. Shimada is... He probably did it, actually. Yuya, who'd presumably rushed down to see what was wrong, calmly walked over to Shimada's body. He was checking for signs of respiration or pulse. He turned back to face us again a moment later, and his facial expression said it all. Shimada really was dead. I was beginning to lose it. I just couldn't take any more of this. My friends and acquaintances were dying one by one. I guess I should say had died, but it didn't seem like it was over, not by a long shot. This is bad. There's something in here with us. Something that's trying to kill us. Hell, it was doing more than trying. It had already succeeded twice over. I was scared, I was paranoid, I was shaking and crying and screaming inside. I was deathly afraid that something else would show up, and then it did. Oh, it was a little girl in a red dress standing between us and the third floor staircase. I couldn't make out the expression on her face though, through her bangs, but I could literally feel the hatred in her eyes as she stared into our souls. Then she turned around and slid up the staircase into the third floor hallway. What's this? Emmy was turned the other way, so she hadn't seen the girl at all. She eventually followed our gazes, but by that time the girl was gone. She looked confused. That particular apparition looked a lot different from the other ghosts I'd seen, but there was still no doubt in my mind she was definitely a ghost. Well, what do we do about Aqua? Akawa? We have to go get him. We have to get out of this school now. I'll go calm him down. Wait! Yuya, I'll come with you. It could be dangerous. You wait here. Dangerous? Well, that is the direction the girl in the red dress went, and I guess Yuya didn't want to be put in any harm's way. I nodded and watched his back recede into the darkness as he chased after Emmy. Pull yourself together, Toko. You know what they say, no weapon can pierce a calm heart. So, what's the most important thing right now? Oh, no, Emmy! What was going on? Why was Emmy screaming? I could hear voices now. Emmy and Akawa were having a heated argument. That's not possible. We have to leave him and run. We'll get caught if we don't. No, we can't just leave him behind. We have to take him to the hospital. But he's dead. No, he's not. He's dead. He's not. He can't be. Leave him and run. We'll get caught. That ghost girl must have been pursuing them. This is bad. I have to go help them. What the? Murderer! Oh, dang. Katayama's body was sprawled unceremoniously on the landing halfway up the third floor, along with Okawa. At the top of the stairs stood Emi, and in front of her, Yuya, with an imposing scowl on his face. I didn't understand any of this, what had just happened. Emi let down another scream and came running toward me down the stairs. Aqua then seemed as if he had fallen and broken his arm. He was lopsidedly crawling toward me, and it was almost as if he were trying to distance himself from Yuya. Murderer! Murderer! I ran to the base of the stairs to meet up with Emi. I needed some sort of context here. Emi, what happened? What's going on? Run! Run away! You'll be killed! Kizami kicked him down the stairs out of the blue. What? I glanced up at Yuya, but his face was shrouded in darkness. I couldn't make out any expression at all. Okawa seemed to have reached his breaking point. He shot to his feet and took off behind toward the second floor as fast as he could. Yuya kicked Awa down the stairs. Why? Yuya, it's not true, is it? Slowly he walked down the landing. He was neither concerned nor scornful. His face was a blank slate. As soon as he reached my level, he bent down and began fiddling with Katayama's body, raising the arms and letting them drop, wiping blood from the ears and nose, and then looking at it as if we were studying a specimen under a microscope. What in the hell? He was enjoying this. I finally got to see an emotion written clearly on his face, and it was elation? How is it not some crazy dream? Yuya, no! Tears began spilling from my eyes like water with shock, confusion. I don't even know what else. Coco, get away from him, hurry! God, no! Amy and I found ourselves standing in front of the door of the school infirmary. Yamada took the key and lost it in his room. No good. If we hid in a place like that, we'd be sitting ducks anyways. We need to get farther down the stairs first. First floor. The poor girl was frantic. I can't say I blamed her, but, well, something about this whole situation just didn't seem right to me. Emmy, I'm still not sure we need to run. Huh? What? I just don't believe Yuya, kind, sweet Yuya, would be capable of something like that. But he really did kick him down the stairs. It happened. He kicked Akawa? How could that possibly be true? Fine, do what you want then. I don't care anymore. With that, Emmy pushed me out of the way and ran past me toward the stairwell leading to the first floor. Emmy. I have nothing more to say to you. You wouldn't believe me anyway, since you're convinced I'm lying. And off she went. I was now separated from everyone and my friends, but was I really in danger? I mean, I was, but from Yuya? That just didn't seem right. Or more likely, I didn't want it to be. I wanted to believe that this was all a misunderstanding. My legs were shaking and my head was swimming. I just stood there, unsure of where I should go or what I should do. And then there he was, right behind me. And in his hands was Shimada's huge knife, the one that was last seen jutting through Shimada's stomach. It was still dripping with blood. This definitely made matters more complicated. How could I doubt Yuya's guilt when he was holding something like that? Why did he even have it? How could he possibly bring himself to pull a knife from his friend's lifeless corpse? But I wasn't gonna run. I turned around and I braced myself. I opened my mouth, intent on discussing this rationally. If I ran away now, I felt like it would be all over. There would be nothing left to say, no one left to trust, but what could I possibly say to him? Are you alright? My body was still visibly shuddering, and I doubted if I'd have much of a voice if I tried talking. But I just wanted this all to be a horrible mistake so badly. I knew I had to say something. I knew I had to get through to him. Maybe he was just freaking out in his own way. This whole experience had been taxing for all of us, and Yuya is only human. He must have been terrified. And maybe I could help him through it and get him to talk about what's bothering him and feel a little better. It was worth a shot, at least. Yuya, are you alright? Kirisaki, do you know where Urabi and Orikawi are? Why? No answer. He just started muttering to himself and slowly walked right past me as if I weren't even there. Yuya, what are you doing? What do you have in your hands? I thought I could put it to good use in a lot of ways. Stop this. Get rid of that thing. No, I couldn't let this go on. I grabbed him by the arm and just clung to him, putting my full weight on his body to keep him from going any further down the hallway. He was at a crossroads, about to walk down the path of no return, and I wasn't going to lose the kind, considerate Yuya I'd fallen for. Unfortunately, the only tools I had at my disposal for stopping it were my feelings, and those just weren't going to be enough. Oh, man. Oh, don't make me tell you twice. I was so startled that it took me a moment before I'd even figured out what happened. It's the same in here, you know. That was the first time in my entire life that I'd ever been punched in the head, and he put everything he had into it. Getting killed by this school. I couldn't focus. My brain was still rattled in my skull from the impact. Or getting killed by me. The world was spinning. I looked up at him with spasmodic, twitchy, tearful eyes. There was no sign of remorse or compassion whatsoever. He looked like a feudal warrior clutching his sword and staring down at his enemy. The area around my eye was throbbing, and it hurt so badly I felt swollen and sore. I couldn't even imagine what it must have looked like. And he wasn't done with me. He got in closer and closer, grinning unnaturally as he raised his fist for a second strike. Dang, you about to beat the shite out of me, bruh. Let's test this out on you, shall we? You can be the first. Well then. I was running on pure instinct and adrenaline at this point. I shot to my feet and just forced him to carry me to safety somewhere, anywhere. He was gonna kill me. He was really gonna kill me. God. I felt something rattling around uncomfortably inside my mouth, so I spit it out into my hand. It was white. A single white tooth with blood-red highlights at its root. Oh, tooth, roll credits! That maniac had actually knocked out one of my teeth! God, my tooth! He was there, just behind me. I panicked, tripping over my own feet and stumbling to the ground on the landing between the first and second floor. I'd fallen on my backside, dropping my tooth on the ground next to me. I began slinking away from the encroaching figure of Yuya Kizami. Save me, somebody, anybody, please! I was scooting backwards across the floor, too stiff, sore, and scared to stand, but then my hand brushed across something small and metallic. A key! Ah, it's the infirmary key that Shimano lost. Even with my hand right over it, I was shaking so badly that I could barely work my fingers to get a grip. It was the most frustrating feeling in the world, and for a few seconds, that felt like hours, I just kept trying in vain to pick up that damn key. And finally, I slipped my finger through the ring, and I had it. This was my one and only chance. Scrambling to my feet, I somehow slipped past Yuya, and ran back up to the second floor as fast as I could, forced my shaking legs to carry me. I had the key. I could lock myself in. I could hide in the infirmary. Kizami didn't pursue, not right away. He just stood there, staring. Staring at the tooth that I had dropped on the ground, staring intently as if trying to make out what he was seeing. Her tooth? Heh. Oh, you nasty, nasty boy. Mmm. Crispity, crunchy. Captain Crunch. There didn't seem to be any way to lock the door from the inside. I needed to find a hiding space for Yuya showed up. The corner of the room, under the bed maybe? I was scanning every inch of the room as quickly as possible, sizing up the surroundings. My eyes stopped on one of the medicine shelves. Scissors! There are scissors in there! It felt like such a revelation, like the answer was I was looking for, but what was I gonna do with scissors? Was I gonna fight? Fight who? Yuya? I wouldn't stand a chance! I decided to leave him there. I stepped back and crouched down behind the partitioning screen that was set up in the middle of the room. There's a ghost girl in the red dress coming. Urub had run back to the bathrooms on the third floor to warn Akawa about an imminent threat that was approaching. Unsurprisingly, he was still crouched on the ground, cradling Katayama's lifeless head in his arms. And he was still stubbornly insistent that if he were to leave the spot, he'd have to carry Katayama with him. That's not possible. We have to leave him and run. We'll get caught if we don't. No, we can't just leave him behind. We have to take him to the hospital. But he's dead. No, he's not. He's dead. He's not. He can't be. What a stubborn, foolish man. I'd had enough. I decided to rip Katayama's body from Akawa's arms and kick it downstairs. Oh, shit. It made one hell of a thud when it hit the landing, but he was already dead, so what did it matter? As long as it helped Akawa moving, I didn't care. See? Look, he's dead. So get your ass off that floor and run. Open your eyes, Katayama's dead. We have to get out of here now. Kizami? Hirabe was looking at me and then at Katayama's body, then back at me as if he couldn't make up her mind, which was more interesting. But why was she looking at me? Did I have something on my face? Okawa, on the other hand, was focused squarely on Katayama. He was trembling all over, but I thought he finally understood, then turned toward me. Murderer! Yelled like a madman and ran down the stairs toward his friend's body. He wasn't exactly in his right mind, however, so those last few steps didn't quite go as planned. He tripped and fell quite hard next to Katayama. Again? Murderer! Emmy, what happened? What's going on? Murderer? Who, me? I wasn't the one who killed Katayama. Run away, you'll be killed! I see. In here, getting killed by the school and getting killed by me are one and the same. We're all gonna die here either way, after all. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, cool. We did it. Are there any other goodies to unlock? Corpse Party. Book of the Shadows. Alright, that's the end. I guess we'll sit here and we'll watch this together. I hope you did enjoy it. If you're still here with me, go ahead and leave that like. If you're new, subscribe. And let's enjoy this ending together. Alright, Chapter 7 Clear Tooth, baby. Bonus! Soulful Testimonials unlocked. What is that? We need to check some of that out. Is there any unlocked? I think there might be something that might have been unlocked, but I'm not sure. I want to say there was a chapter that you can play. Well, I'm not sure. Bonus. It's got to be the bonus. Soulful Testimonials, unlock Gallery of Spirits, Quest Fun, EVP Machine, unlock status, cast interviews. Okay, that's interesting. Gallery of Spirits. Okay. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. We can just. Oh my goodness. All right, so I didn't realize you could just do this. This is kind of cool, actually. Okay, cool. I'll have to use some of these for, you know, cursed phonograph, where flowers bloom. What is this? Oh, okay. So this is like a thing. It's like a slideshow with music. EVP. We don't have EVP machines. Review progress toward unlocking. I would like to review Soulful Testimonies. Alright, so what is this? Hello, and thanks for your support. This is Hiroshima Ravosa Satoshi Mochida. So, where to begin? What we got here is the sequel to Corpse Party Blood Covered, Repeated Fear. Okay, well, we're not going to read all that. Oh, I didn't mean to screenshot. How the hell did I screenshot? We didn't really do anything with the teacher, so that's kind of weird. I want to say I had seen something where it's like there was a extra new chapter, perhaps? No, not a new chapter. Continue? No. Options. What kind of options we got? Alright, well, yeah, that's where we're going to cut it off. I thought there was actually a thing there, but appears there's not. Or maybe I have to unlock it. I don't know. Anyway, again, I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please do leave a like. If you're new, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next, baby. Peace.